Okay. How are you, Divine Feminines? Wow, you two are looking at each other, trying to create some kind of energetic communication. So I did some love letter readings on TikTok. I think I'm going to post them on this channel. I had kind of a awareness last night that I wanted to do love letters again. So I hadn't done them in a really long time, and the masculine has things they want to express. So what I'm doing for the next 10 people who buy my readings, I'm going to do the standard thoughts, feelings, and actions and near future for you and him, but I'm also going to include a bonus love letter section. For a while, I offered that as like something you could buy, but I just think I took it off. I don't remember. Whale spirit, stag. So that was on the bottom of the deck when I did the love letters. So my nose just got like feeling like a cold. I don't have a cold, but that's really interesting. Wombat spirit, be at home. Interesting. So my nose feels really weird. And I did just sneeze. Okay. We're going to keep that in mind. It's getting dark quickly here, and I'm wondering if I should have turned on more lights. But so take the lead. The masculine wants to take the lead. The masculine wants attention. The masculine wants you to look at him. You seem to be deep diving in your own waters. It's kind of what I have felt the last couple readings. And we have the abundant universe will provide and be at home. So for some, not all, if they live like away and they used to live where you live, they may be coming home. For others, there may be kind of something going on at their home that you'll be involved in. And then for some, I'm trying to think, that won't apply. Wow. Of course, a karmic card came out. So on the bottom of the deck, we have 1-1, clear energy blocks, activating the higher chakras. I feel really irritated at this, which means in the collective, I think the feminines just feel super irritated at some aspect of something, because this doesn't feel like my feelings necessarily, except that, so we have the inner child and the Nine of Wands coming out. It's just like, I don't want, I'm kind of over karmic energy right now. I don't know why. Yeah, 4 of Cups. It's like enough already. It feels like enough. So you have 6-6 integration, multidimensional healing. I think I've drawn the 4 of Cups every single time. And he is showing up as the King of Wands. He has the Violet Flame activation, the 5-5 Master Alchemist. And then between you is the 3-3 Soulmate, clearing core wounds, which, wow. So no surprise. I feel like those 2 cards have come up every reading in the history of mankind. I'm just kidding. Wow. Very powerful energy. So the Devil and the Moon just can't stop coming out. There's the inner child, the Knight of Swords, the 10 of Pentacles. Well, he's had a gigantic realization. This came through in the, oh man, wow. He's like on fire, fire, fire. Look at that. Knight of Wands, Lovers, 5 of Cups reversed, 4 of Swords, King of Cups, Ace of Cups, Page of Cups, Queen of Wands. We have the King of Swords and the Hierophant. I'm telling you, there's something going on here that's I'm trying to get what it is. Because he's stuck on something. He's stuck. And he can't get past it. But he's going to here. With this help of this soulmate. And this soulmate could be somebody that's very... Man, there's a lot of things I want to say there. King of Swords twice. I feel like this soulmate could be a man, could be a woman. Has a lot of wisdom. Like you. You hold this great amount of wisdom that you're tapped into. And I feel like that wisdom is serving you right now really well as you focus on yourself. Upgrading your vessel, upgrading the heart area. I see heart area may have some purge it needs to do. It's kind of crazy what I'm seeing, but the soulmate is kind of mirroring you. And in a strange way, there's a bunch of balance cards here. It's a bunch. Oh, look at that. And again we have the moon contract. And again, the King of Swords with the heart. You can't make it up. See, they were drawing my attention to this one as it was upright, like the bottom of the deck, but heart chakra. The heart chakra is being activated, upgraded. You're purging things from the heart chakra. They need you to know that this is important and that you need to pay attention to your frequency, to your awareness. Traditional practices, your culture, your cultural practices, traditional practices, or other practices that you're drawn to now. Could be what they're specifically highlighting is like Lent, fasting, eating like bitter greens, green food, greens. See all the green? A lot of green. There's a lot of green going on right now. You need to attune to the frequency of the freshness. Diamond. Refined. Resilient. Spiritual test. Brilliant. Ready. Deep teal. Sunflower yellow. So teacher. From Atlantean teachers coming through. Spiritual Atlantean energies. Cobalt blue. Star seeds. Look. We're not going to get into that morning energy. They're saying no. Okay. So we have big heart chakra activation. What seems to be important here is that you hold a very high frequency for both of you. Like, you hold this frequency internally all day long. All day long, all I've been getting is just heart frequency activation. Talking about frequencies, constant awareness of pay attention to your frequency. Can you move closer to love? In every instance, you need to tap your great wisdom. Tap into your cultural teachers or your ascended masters, who you feel drawn to in your heart space, because I can feel it's activating now. There's a great activation going on in the heart field. Many of you, it's Jesus. Others of you, it's other teachers and other wisdoms other wisdom traditions. Like, this is not any kind of cultural thing. This is your heart and who you connect with. Your heart will naturally be drawn to those that want to help you ascend. This is an ascension. It's a very strong ascension. Use Archangel Michael, who looks over the twins, Saint Germain, Lady Portia, Kuan Yin. Those are the main ones I have found that really always want to assist with the ascension. What is ascension? Ascension is a raising of the frequency. What is the raising of the frequency? It is letting go of fears, letting go of lower vibrations. Fear, guilt, shame, anger, desire. There's other ones. You can look up the emotional scale. I would recommend that you actually look at the one that David Hawkins created. He created that scale, and there are many, many versions of it, but I would recommend that you actually look at the one that he created. So one of the things that seems to be coming out of this ascension is a greater ability to speak truth. Your masculine cannot mirror speaking truth to you if you're not speaking truth. I was just having this conversation with someone. It's so weird. There's, as women especially, like she was saying, there's so many facets of us. And there are so many facets of us. It's almost infinite how amazingly faceted women are. And sometimes it's hard to know what is our true self, right? Ascension answers that in that we are love, right? The highest, enlightenment is the highest form on the emotional scale, but what is enlightenment is like pure love. It's literally the now point, being purely loving, pure love in the now, wherever you are. Seeing only the love of Source in the creation of this. So we have to actually see this in ourselves first, which kind of sounds backwards in a lot of ways. We have to see the perfection of our own creation. No matter what stage or phase or condition we are in, we have to see the perfection of it. And we don't get to unconditional love without that component, because that's actually what it is. So the masculine constantly is mirroring back to us how we feel about ourselves. And kind of the amount of love we can be present with in ourselves. I'm sure there's a better way to say that. So I looked down and I saw, I just knew this card was going to come out. I saw the fill the well card. Star Mother on the bottom of the deck. How can you mother yourself? And we have trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you, right? You are becoming more sensitive. Don't run away from that. He is stuck because he wants to continue to run away. You see these cards here. They're important. They're like the center line of the now. It's like Well, if I run away, I don't have to continue this journey. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Keepers of the earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. They definitely do. I channel the Elohim, the Enochian angels, and other pretty high-level ascended masters from time to time when they want to come through me. I will tell you that it feels like there's a lot of presence. When I'm doing private readings, especially, I can feel more than usual presence around guidance of ascended masters. So Lemuria, creating heaven on earth, it's happening. Play. Starseed. Yes. Inner temple. Pillar of light. And priestess. So, you know, you're awakening to your own light, how you're being, so we have lead here, and how you're being called to step up and lead. Your vibration is rising and you are the oracle. Then it says devotion. Tune in to the portal of your heart. You know, you can't make it up. The portal of your heart may need some remothering. It sounds like a weird thing. But, you know, I mentioned this in one other reading. I had a spontaneous forgiveness of my mother. It wasn't something I was working on. Oh, I haven't used this deck in forever. It actually just happened one day. And it was the craziest thing. It was the most beautiful thing. It was absolutely just stunningly beautiful in how my heart just forgave everything and felt such gratitude and love for her. You know, my mom has been gone. She died when I was a child. And so we never got to have all that closure. We had a very difficult relationship, and I've done a lot of work, like shamanistic work, Reiki, all sorts of things, but the forgiveness that happened in this spontaneous, I was just cleaning my house, and it was just this absolutely beautiful forgiveness of the fact that, you know, the awareness that came to me was she was just a person. She was just a person, just like me, that had all the same type of difficulties with her parents and problems, and tried to fit in. And there were a lot of things that I realized about her now, you know, that I really didn't know her as a person, which is normal. As a child, you kind of don't know the full picture of your mom, but like your ability now to step outside of like the bond of your mother and daughter relationship that you had, good or bad, and to just see it from a much higher perspective, and to be like willing to say thank you for giving me what you could give me, and I can give myself the rest of the things that I need now, and to release any, they want to call it tension. Like when we manifest and create, there's always a tension, right? So if you drop the tension in what has been negatively held between you two, like kind of like a bridge, if you drop your side, it doesn't exist anymore. But that means that you have to dissolve the part of your ego that's holding onto it. So I'm going to do another balance card. Find balance. Success and growth. Challenging times. Nurture. So a lot of things have happened to help you kind of step into your beautiful. So another card that says lead. The third card. So a lot of things have happened to help you step into this Empress energy. Some of them you felt like you really had to do them alone. Look I was literally going to say that and I pulled that card. You have felt very alone in this pursuit by design. It's all by design. Look. Ooh, this is crazy. This is exactly what I am talking about with the mother relationship. Like literally go outside of it and look in on it, or like put on your astronaut suit and go float up into space and look down on it, or however you need to do it. It's like you have felt alone because there's a parallel here for some reason. That in a lot of your childhood, you may have felt very alone. And probably part of that was, you felt like your mother did not provide. This is just such a big part of this reading that's coming up. So obviously we need to deal with it. It wasn't where I was planning on going, but here we are. So you may have felt very alone as a child, and that may have been replicating itself in your life. You may feel very alone now. You may have felt very alone at certain times of your life when there were critical moments, challenging times when you didn't know how to lead. You didn't know how to step into that success. You didn't know how to become your best self. And you really wished that there were people there. Like, I'm going to go with mine, and they want me to share my personal experience. Like, my parents were extremely critical and very abusive in their own, in the way they were. And when you learn to love like that, when your blueprint of love is someone abusing you, you hold this idea of yourself that is like, I'm really, really horrible, bad person. In your heart, you don't feel like you are. You feel like you're a good person. You strive to prove how good you are because you've been told how bad you are in so many ways. Or just know, or you weren't given enough time, enough attention, enough. You weren't given enough. And so you had to try to work to get more. And in many ways, your masculine brought all of this to the surface in his own particular way. We all have our brand, right? Our masculine is exactly the way we need him to be, to bring it all to the surface. Specifically, our darkest fears are going to come to the surface. And you have to face them alone. There is no other way through it. Now, that doesn't mean you can't talk to anybody. You can't get help if you need help from a doctor or an accountant or a lawyer or somebody like that. That's not what I mean at all. I mean, it is the transformation that needs to occur is in you. You must step up and lead. You must face that darkness that you were told. The bad things that you believed that are in your subconscious about yourself are here to have the light shined on them, right? We have the devil. We have the darkest fears here. This is a particularly challenging time where you're going to learn how powerful your focus is, how intensely powerful your energy is. Okay, I have not used this I didn't expect it to get that intense. This is an intense reading. I have not used this Isis deck in a long time. This is one of my very most favorite decks. Oh, wow. Look at that. Chariot of Ascension. Spiritual work of the higher initiative. When I first began doing readings, I did a lot of work with Isis, and we would do like guided Isis things, and it was just so much fun. And I would use these cards. Temple of the Black Obsidian. Past life, present power. Do you see? That's crazy. Mother of life. Ancient power mysteries. So these are very long explanations, and I don't even know why they want me to. Divine Sunchild, the Brother in Darkness, Goddess of 10,000 Names, and the High Priestess once again. So we can see here there are really important things, the thing I do hate about this deck is that they don't number their cards, so you just have to kind of go looking. I think they're in alphabetical order, but there's going to be an interplay between darkness and light here, and it's there for you. Look, it says the Dark Healing Chamber. The most challenging task is not to confront an external enemy, but to take courage in both hands and journey within, to meet our own dark self and bring the healing task and begin the healing task of bringing love, acceptance, and light to it, which is exactly what I just said. That is the sacred purpose of an enemy, within or without, to bring us more deeply into our own being as we seek to find and heal the darkness within. So there is a ritual to enter the Dark Healing Chamber, and the incantation. So it's a whole thing. Maybe I will do it. I don't know. But so whatever is going on right now is meant for you to go within and to illuminate the shadow, right? The darkness is always the shadow, where we're not seeing our own light. This is all higher spiritual initiates work here. Your soul wishes to travel more freely between the dimensions of higher reality, and this is to allow for conscious spirit communication, the free flow of soul light into the physical body, and the joining of divine harmony of heaven and earth. So you're desiring to bring more light to the planet, and that means you have to be more light. It requires a powerful consciousness to do this. The Merkaba, Chariot of Ascension, and Soul Fire is the spiritual gift to attain divine purpose now, available to you as a higher initiate. So if you have not activated your Merkaba, it's a process where you see one triangle spinning one way around you. So it's like a cone shape. What is that called? I forget. Pyramid, cylinder, something. It's a pyramid. And then the other one spinning the opposite direction. And this integrates your masculine and feminine energies here. So you can look that up online and see. Just go through. I went through a really good one, but it was one that I bought. So I think online on YouTube they have some activations, or you can find someone to help activate it for you. Then we have past life, present power. I'm just reading you the first paragraphs of these, but now I have tears coming out my eyes. Oh my God. Okay. When the soul is growing in service to humanity, in service to the great feminine and her call that all beings be healed and free, it gathers internal resources to assist on the path. These resources include power and gifts from other lifetimes. You are currently integrating past life abilities. And you are guided by the oracle of the past life present power to be open to shifting internally and in your experience of your own levels of power and spiritual ability. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. Sometimes I really just get a huge energy download. Like this heart chakra is really intense. And it just kind of activates all of my things all at once. It hasn't happened for a long time. And so then I have to bring the energy through. Okay. Whew, whew, whew. And my left eye is just crying up a storm. Okay. Mother of light, nourishment of the goddess grain mother. We can sometimes fall into existing and doing rather than just truly living. We only know that this has happened when suddenly our life seems dry, depleted, and filled with tasks, or it feels like we are stuck in a rut or a habit that may have been comfortable, but is becoming stifling and suppressing. Isis, the mother of life, holds the ability to restore even the most numb, resistant, and difficult circumstances and people back to life. She calls to you now, seeking to bestow gifts of life upon you. Be bold and brave and open your arms and receive. What a beautiful energy. Okay, one more. And I did say he feels very stuck in something with that hanged man there. I see that it ends with quite a dramatic jump forward and an opening of the throat chakra and him speaking. Oh, it's a crazy noise. Okay. It was like a rattle, and this is the rattle card. I don't know if you heard that. That was really crazy. Okay. Sometimes it's just a little too much. The rattle of Isis. The sistrum is playing in the hand of the goddess now. Can you sense it with your inner hearing? Its vibration reaches through your crown chakra and enters your body, initiating you into the great ancient power mysteries of sound, creativity, and healing. This is a time when wands and music will become increasingly important on your spiritual path and healing journey. So pay attention to the songs, the sound, and I was kind of thinking about going to this new sound bath. I'm going to leave that there, and we're not going to read anymore because I feel like that's all that needs to come through right now. But wow. Thank you, Isis. That was just really, really beautiful energy. If you are called in any way to work with Isis, I highly recommend that deck. I love it. I love all of Alana Fairchild's decks, actually, but this is my favorite one. It's called the Isis Oracle. And I remember when I really wanted to start reading tarot. I don't know why they're having me tell you this, but every morning I would get up and I would read. At that time, I think I had 43 decks. I would read every single deck every morning. I did it for a year. And a lot of the days I would do one of the initiation exercises from that oracle, which I love. And that kind of led me to this phase in my life where my whole life changed, right? That was after I met my masculine, and then my whole life began to change. And I started every single day doing like 3 non-negotiable things, and one of them was reading the cards, and then that became making a video about it. And that practice has served me, the 3 non-negotiables. It's been something I've wanted to kind of talk about on my channel for a long time, and I think I have at one point, but it's like, if you decide you want to go in a direction and you put your mind to doing, I'm gonna get a couple, I should leave these. If you get you make up your mind to go in a direction and you do 3 non-negotiables, I'm telling you, that will change your life so fast. It's crazy. Because the consistency, the discipline, and the focus will just move you so fast. Okay, a few messages from them. I want to come back home. Did I not say that? Did I not say that? Yes, you're home. You're home. You are home. Some of them will be coming home to like the city or the country or the state, but honestly, like, he considers you like a spiritual home. Will you ever forgive me? My life has changed so much since meeting you, and I was just talking about that. I fear that if I get too close, you will hurt me. So we need to look at that, and we need to see where in us is that, right? Because a lot of like people will say to me is, well, I don't run away. Like, the intimacy makes him run away. No, you don't run away. You run towards. You are the one smothering. Oh, it's 3636. You're the anxious. You're afraid that he'll leave, so you run towards. You have to stop doing that. Trust me. So in order to fix him running away, you have to stop running towards. And I know you've heard that a million times, but energetically, you have to look at, where are you doing that? I see signs of you everywhere I go. All I want to do is talk to you. I'm thinking about making you an offer. I want to be with you. I see myself having kids with you. That's always a creative energy for me. It's always like a sacral energy. No one makes me feel like you do. I love you. Yeah, there's several. So the next 3 say, I can't stand not talking to you. The silence is killing me. I'm coming back soon. And I know we're twin flames. Whether or not he calls it that, it doesn't matter. I think I'm just going to do a few of these and call it a day, because that was such an intense reading. I feel from this reading that the masculine's energy has shifted. Now, there still may be a karmic involved, because that karmic energy came up, but that karmic energy is an assistance to you. So the less you can feel about it, the better, right? Get that energy out and try to see it as like an ally, because you don't want it activated. I want to see you so bad. I miss you. Reach out to me, please. You hurt my feelings. Don't forget about me. You scare me. So jealous, and not now, in reverse. I feel there's too much competition. Wow, you are beautiful. You may be looking really good. You may be really, really attractive right now. He may just feel like not enough, but it doesn't matter, because his heart is telling him to come towards you. He may be trying to put that energy into karmic things. He may be doing all sorts of disruptive, crazy stuff, because I see him wanting attention. You know, the main energy coming out here is Moon, Devil, and Swords. And so he's not really, and Wands. So he's not really showing his emotion, right? But, you know, it is nice the Devil came out in reverse, but that the fears are still there. He's still having to deal with them. So interesting, because Native American energy has been coming up in my reality so much. So this is the prophetess of the sacred way. My heart is a compass. The path of love is true abundance. So we have Lilith, the first woman. I am the voice of my body and soul, and I choose the life that I desire to live. And I feel like that's very much in alignment with the mother healing and like the woman wound, the female wound of people pleasing. And that may be part of your mother wound, you know. Saint Bridget, Our Lady of Exalted Light. I give endlessly because my light is without end and my soul is all I need. And then we have Perpetua, the saint of authenticity, very much in alignment. I am my authentic self in all circumstances. And then Lala, the saint of spoken words. Just very, very appropriate because I feel there's going to be a lot of exchange of specifically speaking. And I feel like you're going to strive to be as much in your authenticity as possible. And these are ascended masters that can help you with that. Every word I say becomes a prayer. I am the author of my own story. So we see a very big theme here of authoring your story in authenticity and speaking words that are true. And, you know, I would add, it keeps coming up there. That you are able to like speak as truthfully as possible. The sacred self, unleash your spirit, express your gifts, dance to the sacred rhythm of life. Freya, phases and cycles. There's a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. Charity, prayer, and contemplation. Connect with heaven. Ask and you shall receive. And then Mahavatar, Babaji, soul expansion. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connections between all things. So all of these energies are here to assist you if you want to work with them or just take their message. Morganite, flipped over, relationship healing. I saw inner child healing and success, joy and success. Let's see what crystals are here. Pink tourmaline of forgiveness, which was a main message in this reading. Divine Temple, Source, and then Kunzite Self-Love. I don't think I could have picked more beautiful cards. Success, or Permit on the bottom of the deck. Those are so beautiful. Your masculine got the Master Teacher card. I probably am not going to be able to read the small print on these, but we'll see. The dragons that want to work with you guys are Royal Blue and Gold Dragon, the Emerald Dragon, beautiful, and then Earth and Air Dragons. I would say like Earth and Heaven Dragon, and then Earth Dragon. Very grounded energy. Strengthens you to stand in your power with wisdom. Yes. Awakens you to your own majesty. Wear your cloak of power and pride. He brings in healing and cosmic abundance. Good fortune is coming. Let your thoughts support your divine perfection. Align with your fifth dimensional blueprint. Represents a perfect balance between heaven and earth. Stay balanced. Ground your visions. Manifest your hopes and dreams. All right. We have give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. He got the Twin Flames, Passion, your Passion Ignites card, and then in between you, beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess, equally so the qualities you don't like are your own reflection. There's a lot about heart here, healing and union and balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. So just recognizing that the challenges are really here for you to rise into your own unique and beautiful power and authenticity. I know how difficult that is when things really hurt I have gone through really, really dark times. It's so very difficult sometimes, but I hope this has helped you in some little way, and I really want you to absolutely, the message that came through today was just to try to take the absolute best care of yourself that you can in every way possible. All right, bye for now.